Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everybody had a fantastic week. And this is actually my birthday weekend. I am turning 55 on Sunday. So I am pretty excited. And my son just left to go to Dallas Airport to pick up my mom. Having a little bit of a complication because my mom is kind of confused as to where she is. But I'm sure my Cardia's going to figure it out and bring Abuela home. So, you know, yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I got my mom an airline ticket, because she was feeling a little down, So I'm gonna have her spend some time with me, and which is gonna be fantastic because I got a lot of orders that I have to get done. So she doesn't realize it, but as soon as she walks in that door, I think I'm gonna be having my mom fill out a W-2 so that at the end of the year she gets a 1099. So I got a feeling that she is going to be an employee in my shop. So last week you guys really seem to have liked the live where we were talking about the baby blankets and all that kind of stuff. I am going to have more videos coming out on creating baby items because I do have a girlfriend that is having a baby. So actually tomorrow I will be filming a lot because I have to get that basket ready for her by Sunday, actually on my birthday. So, I really want to make sure I have everything ready. So while I am working on the baby onesies and some other items that I want to get done, I'm going to film it so you guys can see some of the different things that you guys can do. I'm going to be doing some applique embroidery on a baby blanket. It's going to be pretty big. It's going to take double hooping, and I will show you guys step by step on how to do that. I'm also going to be embroidering some baby onesies for her, and I'll probably be doing some sublimation as well. I'm going to see if I could find 100% polyester baby onesies. If I could find that, then I'm good with the sublimation. If not, then I'll figure something out. But yeah, so anyway, I just want to give you a heads up. I know this past week I did some videos on embroidering a backpack. I should have done some more because there were some pants that I was asked to embroider and a jacket, but I had to get the order out, so I really didn't have time to mess around with the camera and all that stuff. But I know that more orders of that type are going to be coming my way, so I'm not going to worry about it. I know that at that time when it comes back, I will go ahead and film. So, got a lot going on, a lot of orders coming in. And my mom, I'm in the phone with. Okay, so it looks like Carlito is still trying to find my mom. Sorry, got a little distracted and stuff. So yeah, mom is probably taking a nice little tour of Dallas Airport as we speak right now. I think that's what it is. She's probably walking around going, oh, this is nice. And Carlito, poor little guy, I don't think he's going to do any more pickups for me. It's probably going a little crazy at the airport looking for his abuela, but it'll work out at the end. I'm not worried about it and stuff. But yeah, I do have a lot of orders of, guess what, baseballs. Okay, if you guys have never seen this before, this is another great baby item that I have got a video on how to do this step by step. Look at this. This is embroidered. It is a lot of work. It's not, it's a little tricky to do, but it's doable. Okay, as you can see, it is doable. It looks really nice. And this isn't just for babies. If you have like a friend that likes baseball or something like that, you can embroider different things on here, maybe for a retirement gift or something like that. This makes a really cute gift. So, just something, to think about and stuff. But I have two of these that I had to embroider along with a towel. So yeah, my orders are getting up there. So just wanted to give some time for some folks to get online because I know that it takes a little while sometimes to start. But one of the topics that I wanted to talk about this weekend on this Friday with you guys is I wanted to talk to you guys about motivation. A lot of folks sometimes will come to me and say, how do you do what you do? I mean, where do you find the energy? I don't, it's like they kind of like find it kind of hard to understand, like, well, not even understand, but kind of amazed at, how you can keep being upbeat and just do your thing and you stay focused and you just do it. Okay. So I said, let me tell you guys about it this Friday because, I really care about mental health. I think mental health is, if anything, to me personally, sometimes I feel that mental health is just so important and it's something that is actually overlooked a lot. Okay. It's something that, a lot of people just really you just think about their physical, okay, but they really don't think about their mind, okay, because the way I look at it is, you know it's about energy. And if you don't have that positive mindset in life to go out and do your thing, the energy's not going to be there. And I'm a true believer that you get back the energy that you put out. Okay. So one of the things that I wanted to tell you guys about is the 10 things that I really focus on to keep going. Okay. Because a lot of times people kind of like approach me and go, I don't know how you do it. Half of me sometimes think that maybe I am the way I am. Maybe I got wired this way because I was a single mom. I raised Carlito on my own, absolutely no help financially or any wise. With my son. So if failure was something in my mind that was just never an option, okay, because I was determined not to let that little boy down, which is now a man, okay. So but it's really more like determination and stuff like that. But let me tell you about the 10 things because I figure this can probably help a lot of you guys out there that are even thinking about embroidery as a business, okay, because there are a lot of things that can really tear things down for you if you really don't put certain things in check. Okay. Now, the first thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is self esteem. Okay. Self esteem is really, really important, especially if you're running an embroidery business. Now, I'm going to apply these things to an embroidery business. Okay. But you can actually apply a lot of these things that I'm talking about throughout life. All right. Now, self-esteem, when I'm talking about self-esteem, is I'm talking about like confidence, right? You want your confidence. So when you are embroidering, okay, and you are standing in front of that machine, the last thing you want to do is have any type of fear inside of you. I hear it all the time where people come out and they say, Jeanette, I got this embroidery machine and it's sitting in the box. That thing is not going to do nothing for you in the box. Take it out. A lot of times, too, I've also heard this as well. Jeanette, I look at these big multi-needle machines and it looks so intimidating. Trust me, it's a machine. That's all it is. It's a machine. It's not going to no arm is going to get out of that machine and slap you in the face or nothing like that. You are standing in front of a hard computer. That's all it is, okay? And it's just going to take some time and adjusting for you to get to know that piece of hardware and for you to understand how it works so that way you can embroider and make things, all right? Fear is something that is really in anything in life. If you don't take control of that, it's going to control you. I'm telling you, you are going to miss out on so many things in life. So when you are doing your embroidery, have that self-esteem, the confidence, watch it, protect your self-esteem. Okay. That is really, really important because that's where your confidence is going to come from. All right. That is what's really going to help you to really get good at what you do and what you are doing because you're doing it because you love it. Okay. So that's the first thing. The second thing I wrote down, which really should be the last thing that I should put, is giving back. Okay. I truly believe in giving back to the universe. All right. For some of my customers that know me, there have been a lot of times when they'll order something from me and I just put like a little gift in there. Okay. Now, I don't do it all the time because believe me, if you do it all the time, you're going to be broke. Okay. You can't do that all the time. All right. But there are times when if I have like a repeat customer or I have someone that, I don't know, I just kind of feel a certain way about because I know that they're a subscriber of my channel or, they're very active in my Facebook group or something like that. And if they purchase something from my store and stuff, like I sometimes like to do something and I like to give back. Okay. For those of you guys that have been watching me for some time, for the last two Christmases, you guys know that I host the embroidery happy hour gift exchange. I have done it now for the last 2 years. And usually it's where you sign up and you get assigned a person and you're supposed to make a gift for that person. You're supposed to send it out. And a lot of times I kind of try to tell you guys it's something that I want it to be handmade, not store bought. Okay. Because it's about us encouraging each other to create things and really do, excel in our craft. All right. So, I get assigned a person as well. But one of the things that I like to do as not only host that gift exchange, but I also go out of my way and I make like these little mugs. And I also last year, not only did I put the mugs, but I put little trinkets inside of the mugs as well. And I gifted them to all the folks that had participated in that gift exchange. To me, it's my way of giving back. Okay. Also, this channel is also another form of me giving back to the universe as well. Okay. I really feel that that's important. There's a lot of jerks out there in this world. All right. When you turn on the news, all you hear is negative. All right. You sometimes, once in a while, they'll come out and they'll say, oh, there was a good Samaritan. Right. And then that person will only get about maybe like 30 seconds of airtime. And then the rest of the airtime is nothing but talk about the negativity that you have, which is sometimes, I know it's bad, but I don't like listening to the news because I feel like, like it's so depressing. Sometimes you can get informative information, but other times it's kind of like, wow, this could really be a screwed up world, So, the giving back is really, really important because it makes you feel good. And it's to me it's about making the universe a little better place. Okay. I kind of feel that way also about embroidery as well. All right. I feel that way because I feel like I'm providing a service to folks at a affordable rate. All right. You guys have heard me talk about my pricing. I am not into the pricing really in embroidery for me to like, I don't want to be like a billionaire. That's not my goal for all of this. Okay. When I price stuff in my embroidery, I believe being fair. I of course I do want to make some money, but at the same time, I don't want someone to feel robbed. Okay. And a lot of times, people could feel that way. And it's not a goal that I have. So that's what I'm talking about, giving back. Now, I touched on the third one a little bit when I was talking about self-esteem, your confidence. You need to really protect that. That's what I have now on my list as number 3. And you protect it by making sure that you're always learning and you're always surrounding yourself around positive people. Okay. You want to build your self-confidence, and you usually build that by practicing your craft, making your embroidery, better and better every day. I will tell you this. I have looked at some of my pieces when I really first started embroidering a couple of years ago. And when I look at the pieces, I think to myself, wow, I guess at that time I thought that was good. But now I look at it and I'm kind of like, God, it could have been so much better. But it's a good thing that I feel that way, because what it means is that as time has progressed, my skill level has gotten better and better and better. Okay, so that is like really, really important. So please protect your confidence. Okay, don't let anyone or anything tear that down. Okay, we're all going to make mistakes. Okay, that's going to happen. I've done it. I mean, just yesterday, I threaded my machine wrong and I had the wrong colors, um, embroidering and me like a fool, instead of watching it like I should have been, because it was a brand new design. I stuck it in the machine and I went downstairs to just, have a glass of wine. So while I'm sitting at the sofa having a glass of wine, this machine over here behind me was just stitching everything in all the wrong colors. And then when I saw that it was done and I come upstairs, I was like, whoa, what the hell is this? So we all done it. We all been there. It's just something that just happens. Okay. You learn from it. And as time goes on, you're going to get better. So, your confidence is very, very important. The other thing that I have right here is determination. Okay. No one is going to reach a goal. Okay. Or you're never going to get where you want to go with the embroidery or anything else if you don't have that determination. That determination is something that you have to make sure that you keep that fire going. Don't shut it off for anything or anybody. Okay. There's going to be times when you're going to feel tired. There's going to be times when you just don't want to turn on the machine, but you're determined. This is what you want. This is what you desired, right? So remember when we talk about, how, running an embroidery business, it's not easy. You're going to breathe embroidery every day. You're going to go to sleep thinking about embroidery. You're going to wake up thinking about embroidery. You're going to be eating and thinking about your business and thinking about embroidery. You're not going to shut it off. It doesn't shut off because this is your passion. This is what you love to do. This is who you are. And along with that comes the determination. And you have to stay determined. Once you lose that determination, it's going to start to go downhill. So I'm not saying that it's like a 24 thing. Well, it really is a 24 thing, but it's okay to take a break once in a while. Trust me, I do it all the time. Okay. It's something that you have to do. There are times when I do close this down, no matter how many orders I have, as long as I have everything scheduled where I know that I'm going to meet all my deadlines, I'm good. And I make sure that I have my me time. That's very, very, very important. So, make sure that determination, that you keep that fire going. The other thing that I have, growth. Growth is so important. Growth, if you do not take care of growth, okay, you're not going to succeed. Growth means not having any fear, having your confidence, being determined to ensure that not only do you excel in everything that you know today, but that you are willing to take the risk necessary to learn new skills, okay? To be able to learn how to embroider on different types of fabric, learn how to embroider different designs, learn how to make new designs, learn how to look at different types of items that you can embroider on, different types of ways to hoop, look at different types of techniques of hooping and all that kind of stuff. Networking and all that. You have to have that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, the networking is a big part, okay? You guys always hear me talk about, and mentioning certain people that I love to talk to, like Miss Banks, and I like to talk to Danielle and stuff. I mean, these are folks that have been doing this for quite some time. Trust me, I learn from them. Whenever we have conversations, or whenever, we're sewing together or talking to each other, we share tricks. You have to be open for that. That is how you're going to grow and you're going to get better. Okay. The other thing that I which I'm at number 6 right now, I think I'm going pretty fast and stuff, and I think it's because I am on the way back. Okay, I guess Carlito found my mom. Okay, good. All right. That lady's a trip, I tell you. I bet you she took a whole tour of Dallas Airport. Anyway, is your goals. All right. Goals are very important because when you set a goal and you accomplish that goal, a lot of things start to fall into place. You accomplish a goal, you feel really good because you did it. And because you feel that you did it, you kind of succeeded, right? And then what happens is your self-confidence goes up. And next thing you know, your determination is going to grow more because now you're going to want to reach that next goal. But setting goals can be a little tricky. And how do I do it? is really simple. I even use this method at my job. I like to set small goals. I know what the overall big goal is, okay? But the thing is, sometimes you can't get to that big goal straight on. So, what I usually like to do is I like to set up little goals that's going to eventually get me to that big goal that I have in mind, right? And as I accomplish every little goal, you actually are getting closer to your overall goal. So let's say, for instance, my goal is I want to have my Etsy shop, right? And I want to do embroidery in the Etsy shop and I want to provide some products. Well, my goal is probably to have 100 items in my Etsy shop. But I'm not going to be able to do 100 listings on my Etsy shop in like 1 month, right? So how am I going to do that? So what I'll do is I'll come out and I'll start thinking to myself and say, okay, what are the type of products that I want to offer? So you start to list that and then go, okay, I'm going to work on one product at a time and I'll just do 10 items in each. And as time goes on, I create 10. So I accomplish that, create the other 10, accomplish that. And you start setting those little goals. And before you know it, you end up with an Etsy shop with 100 items in there. And then you can say, okay, well, you know what? In 6 months, instead of 100 items, maybe now I want to offer 200 items. And then you just keep going, okay? Or instead of just doing one type of embroidery, instead of just doing plain embroidery, now what I want to do is I want to offer embroidery with applique. Now I want to start doing, cross stitching. Or maybe now what I want to do is instead of just doing shirts, I'm going to include home design. And you start building your stuff little by little, okay? Now, a lot of times what happens is people get a little discouraged because they'll see someone else, right? And this is it's a pitfall for me, okay? When you see somebody else and you see that they're all successful and you're like thinking, oh, they're doing so good and I'm not. Well, this is the thing. You're seeing the end product of where that person is today. You didn't see how they started. And trust me, the way you're starting, that's how most likely they started too. Okay. So everybody's going to have their own journey and their journey is going to be different. Okay. So don't focus on somebody else. All right. You got to focus on you, on what you want to do, how you want to do this business, how you want to run it. And that's it. Everybody else is external. It's all about you. Okay. Now, the other thing is when I talking about all about you, it's something that a lot of my friends and family, they hear me say all the time. And I know they probably get sick of me saying it, but I don't care. Is I always say, I will always come first. And I will do it unapologetically. Now, I don't know if I said that word right, but I ain't going to apologize. That's what I mean, okay? Because y'all know my Spanglish. I'm not going to apologize for me being first. I will always come first no matter what. And I'm going to tell you why. I have to come first because if I don't come first, I'm not going to be in a good position to help anybody else, okay? A lot of times what happens is people don't put themselves first. They don't put their dreams first. They don't put their wants first. They don't put themselves first. And then what ends up happening is what you want and what you dreamed and what what it is that you want out of life, it takes a backseat because someone else is coming before you. And at the end of the day, even though that person may have gotten what they wanted, at the end of the day, you got to look at yourself and then you're going to be like, what about me? Sometimes people will turn around and say, oh my God, you helped me. Now I'm going to help you. But notice the word that I said, sometimes, okay? Not all the time. Nobody's really obligated to anyone, okay? But you have to take care of you. Your obligation is always you. And I even tell that to my son. Don't ever put yourself second. That's a big mistake. You got one life. Live it to the fullest. Okay. We only got one ride on this thing. Okay. We're here. We got born. Okay. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Do what you want to do and enjoy it. If the embroidery is what you want to do it. If the people around you are not supportive, then that's where I have number 9. Okay. And we'll get to number 9. But right now we're talking about putting yourself first. Okay. All right. So after you put yourself first, then comes number 8, which is happiness. You got to enjoy what you do. Okay. And that is when you're really truly going to be happy, because you're embroidering, is coming out nice. You're embroidering because your confidence is getting up there. You're feeling good about it. You love it, because I know I do. I love it when I embroider something like this and I give it to a customer and their eyes pop open. They're like, oh my God, this is beautiful. That gives me satisfaction. It really truly does. And when they say how beautiful it is, the stitching, the way it is, then what that does is it also, makes me feel good, because I know my craft is up to par. Okay. It's like confidence starts to build in, and then I'm just more determined. Okay. Notice how all these words that I said in the past are all coming back. I'm telling you, it's all about putting yourself first. You're making yourself happy. Now, not everybody in your life is going to understand your happiness. And it's because not everybody is equal. It doesn't mean that the people are bad. Okay. That's not how I interpret it. It's just that it's kind of like everyone determines their own success. A lot of times people say the word success, they say the word happy and all that kind of stuff. But one thing, let's be clear about this. Not everybody has the same definition for these words. Okay. Happy to me can be something different to you. Happy to you can mean something different to those that are around you. All right. And that's okay. What I don't think it's okay is when the people around you see that you're happy and then they're not happy for you. That is when I get to number 9. You got to really protect your space and your environment. Now, I did a happy hour where we were talking about our sewing room, right? And remember how I came out and I was talking about how you got to look at your business process and you want to have your sewing room put in a certain spot, so that when you are working on things, everything kind of like falls in line, and it's a comfortable working environment for you. Well, it doesn't just when I'm talking about protecting your environment, I am not just talking about your sewing room. I'm talking about when you go out there as well, and your business. When you have a customer that comes to you and they're trying to lowball you, and you know that the price that you gave them was fair, that's negativity. You don't need it. Not every customer out there is the best customer for you. Okay. Sometimes it's okay to say no to a sale. I have done it. And I have no problem doing it, and I'm okay with it. Okay. Don't allow people to disrespect you. Okay. I see it all the time. Even people come to me, and sometimes I'll see emails where people come on and say, I wanted to sell something at a certain price and they said it was too high. Okay. So what's the problem? I don't see a problem. I think they have a problem, because you know what you're worth, right? If they want to pay pennies, let them pay someone else pennies. That doesn't mean you have to take that water. Okay. So my whole thing is protect your environment. Your environment is really, really important. Okay. You got to make sure that you're surrounding yourself around people that encourage you, believe in you, support you. Okay. If you don't have that, then it's time for you to really start cleaning house. That's just how I see it. Okay. if you keep that negativity around you, okay, and this is the thing, I am a true believer that everything in life, well, not everything, most of the things in life is all about choices that we make, choices and their outcomes. And just because you made a choice and just because you got an outcome doesn't mean you have to live with a choice. We can change choices, okay? We can make adjustments, okay? That's why we got pencils. You ever heard the saying, you know, the life, there's pencils, and guess what? You make a mistake, you turn the pencil around, you get an eraser, you erase it, and then you start all over again and keep writing, okay? So protect your environment. Your environment is so important. And with everything, all that I said together, what it is, it really is about your journey in embroidery. Okay. You define it. You're the one that tells the story of it. Okay. You're the one that's going to decide what machine works for you. Okay. I mean, remember, you get a lot of that. Some people are like, what's the best machine? What's this? What's that? And everything. And then you'll start asking all these other people, oh, what machine do you have? What machine? And you guys, I know some guys have even reached out to me and go, Jeanette, what's the best machine I should get? I'm not going to tell you what the best machine that you're going to get. You know, which one it is. Because what's right for me doesn't mean it's right for you. You may want to just embroider hats. So you need to focus on a machine that really excels in embroidering hats. You may have a different focus as to where you want to take your embroidery business for. So you have to do your research and look for the machine that's right for you. You may not understand machines the way I understand them, or, and might find a machine too complicated than other machines, so you have to actually come out and really think about you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that don't ask. I'm not saying that at all. But when you're asking people the questions about what machines you use, ask them in a certain way that is going to be very informative to you. Like, for instance, I want to get a multi-needle machine. So what you need to do is say, I am looking, I'm looking at different types of multi-needle machines. I noticed that you have this model. What made you select this model? What are the best features that you use of this machine? What is it the worst features that you use? What type of support are you getting on that machine? What type of products are you embroidering on this machine? What type of products do you find are difficult to embroider on this machine? Do you find that the repair cost for this machine is pricey? Can you tell me how much it costs? You're going to get all this information, okay? And then also, is it easy to, did you find it easy to learn? How were you able to get training to learn how to run that machine? Were you able to get the training online? Were you able to get a technician to come to your house? Did you have to go to the manufacturer to get the training? There's a lot of questions, okay? Because the thing is, this is about you, okay? And this is about you getting the best equipment to do your embroidery. So you have to make sure that when you are buying certain things, that is something that's going to fit you and your needs. All right? That's the other thing. It's like, and sometimes people they think that because someone has a machine, they need to get the same machine. No, that's not true. Because you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about the end product, right? The embroidery. Who gives a shit? I'm sorry. Who cares? Did I just say the S word? I sure did. What I meant was, who cares if it was done on a single needle or a multi-needle? Who cares if it was done on machine A or machine B? At the end of the day, okay, it's all about the end product, that it came out good. That's all that matters, okay? And you know what matters most? About not just the end product, it's about you, okay? Because you enjoyed making the product because you picked a machine that worked well for you. It's actually, and you're taking care of your environment. You were determined to learn it and all that kind of stuff. And it's all about you at the end of the day. I'm telling you. So, and I'm gonna be honest with you. when, sometimes people, because I have gotten this from some people, they'll come on, they go, oh, you're bougie or whatever. Yeah, that's right. I am. Yes. And I'm proud. And I'm proud. And I'm going to continue to be. I mean, how dare you think that I should come second? Like, excuse me, I'm not, you know? And how dare you think that I should give up or not put my dreams, no. No. It doesn't work that way. Well, it doesn't work for me. Let's just say that. Okay? And leave it at that. If it works for you, great. Do your thing. I'm not saying that it's bad or wrong, okay? I'm just saying how Jeanette rolls. That's just how I roll, okay? We all have a life journey. The life journey really depends on you, okay? And like I said, it's only one ride, okay? One ride. I haven't seen anybody come back. All right. So enjoy it, okay? If embroidery is your thing, enjoy it to the max. Embrace it, study, study it. Don't let people take away your joy. Don't be afraid of those machines. When you see those machines, hug them, and say, hey, I want to learn it. Step up to the challenge, accept it, embrace that challenge, and accept the mistakes. And when you make a whole lot of mistakes, just make the mistakes. No big deal. Remember, there's one thing I will never forget that Susie from Susie's Quote Shop told me once, because I got a piece of fabric and I was afraid to cut it because I was like, oh, I like the fabric. It's nice. So she was like, it's fabric. You can get more. You can always get more fabric. It's true. There's always more thread. There's always more fabric. There's always more material. There's always more time. It's up to you to just get in there and just do it. You're not going to get better if you don't excel. Okay. So I'm going to go through all 10 again real quick. And man, I don't know, for some reason, like this happy hour went kind of slow. It's like 8:30 and I already went through my 10. Okay. Oh my goodness. And stuff. And I think Carlito should be back soon and stuff. And I'm pretty anxious because I know my mom is probably, you know what? I wonder if she's holding on real tight to that seat because Carlito's driving. He's got a heavy foot like his mom. He does. One of these days, I'm going to go to the racetrack with my son and we're just going to race because I have to race him. So I'm going to go through the 10 again, okay? And these are the ones that I really focus on, okay? Self-esteem, giving back, confidence, determination, growth, your goals, put yourself first, your happiness, your environment, and at the end of the day, it's all about number 10, your life journey. Okay. Now, I know that the topic is not just about embroidery. And I want to tell you a little bit about why I decided to talk about this Friday. I wanted to share it. I did get a couple of inquiries from some folks that were kind of feeling down, because, they were excited about getting into embroidery. And one of them wrote and said, I don't think I'm good enough. And when they said, I don't think I'm good enough, that kind of hit a chord with me. Not that, nothing bad to that person, but it kind of hurt. It broke my heart for them. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of times you're going to come across challenges, whether you're sewing, quilting. And quilting, I tell you, I suck at quilting, okay? I can't sew straight for nothing. I need that sewing guide religiously, okay? Now, I think my sister does really good, okay? She can sew. Nancy can sew. I don't know if you've seen her in her channel. She's done some, beautiful pieces. You saw my piece when I tried the sewing patterns, okay? That sucked, all right? It was like, It didn't look nothing like the picture. All right. So I was just kind of like, phew, so I got to keep at it. Okay. Now, I'm not saying I'm quitting. I'm just saying it's a little bit of a challenge and I'm just going to have to keep at it. Okay. But it kind of broke my heart because when they said I'm not good enough, to me, I'm like, okay, self-esteem is going down. Their confidence is low. Okay. And, the one thing that went through my mind was this person is going to either take their machine, pack it up, put it in the box, and it's going to go right in the closet. And if she just keeps at it and embraces those mistakes and doesn't give up, that machine, I don't know, she could just make the most fantastic things. So to me, what made me think was she wasn't the only person that had used those type of words, or that have written me and had like little discouragement and stuff like that. But it's heartbreaking because what it is somebody that can really, really do well, and they're kind of in a way stopping themselves, so you have to, I don't know, it's like I'm getting distracted right now because I see that Mello is there. He is. Okay, see, I knew it. I heard him. Hey, Mello, what? Grandma's here? Okay, so I don't know. He's playing with somebody. It's either Carlito or my mom. Somebody's playing with him. So, okay, it's my mom. Hey, Mom. How was your flight? Here's my mom. Come on, you come in. You look cute. Oh, stop, Mello. Bendición. How you doing?
Okay.
You doing good? Say hi. My mom made it. You got lost, and I can see that Mello's excited now. His abuela's here. Mello, stop. Mello, stop.
Okay,
Calm down.
Come on.
Calm down.
Come,
Where did you get this from? Oh.
Come, Mommy, Pinky. Come on.
Okay, go with Abuela. Go with Abuela. Abuela's gonna go play with you. All right. Okay, she made it. My mom made it. All right. So, where did he get this from? This is a top from somewhere. So that means that Mello's been in my stuff. I don't know what it is with the dog, but he's been getting in my makeup bag a lot lately, and I'm kind of like, what is up with that? Okay, so yeah, so it looks like my mom is having a fun time with Mello right now and stuff, and I hear him running up and down the stairs. Okay, so that which means she's throwing the ball. So anyway, I got sidetracked. It's really hard sometimes to do these lives when you get distracted. Now I can see why my sister, when she does hers, she goes in the room and she like closed the door. Okay, and she even puts like a blanket over her door and stuff. And I was kind of like, oh, it feels kind of claustrophobic in here, But I kind of understand now. But it's okay. It's all good and stuff. But I am gonna probably cut tonight's live a little short, which will be a first for me, right? Because like usually my lives are like 1 or 2 hours and stuff. But I do want to spend some time with my mom. And at the same time, since my mom, the employee, showed up, I got to get this woman to work because she got some baseballs to embroider for me. Because I got an order for 2 of these that I got to get done by Monday. So I'm definitely going to be turning on the machine tonight because I want to finish all my orders and stuff like that and do that. So anyway, but getting back to it, I don't know. I kind of just, I guess the reason why I wanted to talk to you guys about this tonight is because, I did a video a while ago, and it was about the ugly truth of embroidery. And I even did one about, another happy hour about things that people don't really tell you about embroidery. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Embroidery is not easy. Okay. A lot of times people think it is, but it's not. It really is a skill set. Okay. You have to know about materials. You have to know about threads. You have to know about your machines. And a lot of times people have this perception that it's going to be a very easy journey for them to learn embroidery and do it. And when they buy all the stuff, they get all excited and they're like gun ho and everything. And then they run into these snags, right? They end up getting bird nesting, needles break. Um, they pick the wrong colors in their embroidery designs. They pick the wrong hoop size. Common mistakes that I've seen. Pick the wrong stabilizer. They hooped it wrong. Okay. They walked off, left the machine unattended, and then the machine went crazy on them, stuff like that. um it's a lot of mistakes happen, right? And it's common because you're new, you just started and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something, okay? If you're new and you're watching and everything, don't think that the professionals, okay, don't make mistakes too. They do. They still screw up. They still get bird nests. They sometimes pick the wrong stabilizer. Sometimes they walk away too. So all these mistakes that I'm mentioning, don't think that it doesn't happen to those folks that have embroidered for lots of years. Absolutely they do. They just don't tell you, okay? But I'm telling you that it happens, all right? So, I don't want people to get discouraged, because I really feel that embroidering is a beautiful, beautiful skill set. It's something that is so rewarding. And even if you're not doing it for business, right? And first of all, if you're doing it for a business, I'm telling you right now, this can be very, it's good. It's profitable. I'm telling you, especially if you do it locally. So if you have like a church, or you have little kids that go to school or something like that, I highly recommend go to those institutions. Let them know that you do embroidery. You'd be amazed at how quick your business can pick up if someone knows that they can come to you, that they have someone local that can do embroidery. They'll want you to embroider their book bags. They'll want you to embroider. I mean, they'll bring their stuff. Trust me. Okay. You would be amazed. All right. But let's say you don't want to run a business and stuff. Even if you're doing this just for fun, the gifts that you can do for your family and friends that are so memorable are just, they're going to be treasures. Because that's how I look at it. When I'm embroidering for a friend, right? Like right now, I'm doing it for my friend who's going to be a grandma for the first time. She's like super excited. So I'm going to be embroidering a big basket, and I'm going to put, blankets, baby blankets, onesies, and all these different things and stuff. That's my gift that I want to give her. You know, those are, they are treasures. They truly are. When you do things like, you guys see, I was looking around to see if I could pick up something, but a dinner napkin. Okay, let's say the dinner napkins that I embroider. You guys see some of the stuff that I do, that I have in my shop and everything. I sometimes gift those to some of my girlfriends, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Dinner napkins are such treasures. They truly are, because people actually, they when they use them, it helps to design their it helps them to decorate their dinner table, and they actually pass those dinner napkins from generations to generations in their family. So it is something that is very, very precious. So, it's a skill and it's a craft that is very long lasting too. It's not like heat vinyl transfer. I'm not saying heat vinyl transfer is bad, but I'm just saying that it's a long lasting, thread is more long lasting than heat vinyl transfer. Heat vinyl transfer, after a while, after it's been washed about like 20, 30 times, you can kind of see that sometimes it'll peel or crack or something like that. But embroidery is something that is so long lasting. And, it's a really is a beautiful thing to do. And, another thing I want to explore is I want to do hand embroidery. That is something that I plan on learning in the future, because hand embroidery is really beautiful too. It's embroidery, but it's of a different type of texture. Okay, because it is sewn by hand. It's not sewn by machine. So, the machine has a little more, their stitches are more tighter. And when you do hand embroidery, it's kind of more, delicate. Sometimes it's a little on the loose end and stuff. But it's something that I want to learn and stuff. Cross stitching is another type of embroidery that a lot of people do. That's very, very popular. Just giving you some ideas, you know what I mean, and stuff. So but yeah. So anyway, guys, yeah, I just wanted to touch base and talk to you guys a little bit about that, because I did get a couple of messages, and I don't want anyone to feel like they're not good enough, or this isn't something they can't do. Is this difficult? Yeah, it can. It can be difficult to learn and everything. But the thing is, like with anything in life, if you want it, don't let somebody or don't even let yourself feel like you can't accomplish it. You can do anything. You really truly can. I mean, the sky is the limit. That's one of the things that I tell my son. Figure out what you're good at, and also ask yourself well, how do you want to contribute to this world? That's one of the things I tell them. Try to figure it out. What do you want to contribute? And it's all gonna click. And to some people it clicks real early in life, and to some it just clicks a little later, and it's okay. Everybody has their own pace. But I do tell them there is a little bit of a limit, because I want to close my pocketbook. So anyway, he's selling my pocketbook right now. But he's in college. He's supposed to graduate and stuff. So I'm going to be going down the chat, because I always like to say hi to everybody and stuff. And like I said, I'm not going to stay on too long, because I got to turn on these machines, and I see my employee made it here. So I got to fill out those W-2 forms for her to fill out and everything, so I can start these machines and start working, because I got some orders that I got to get out by Monday, and I'm going to need to start hustling and stuff like that. So, hey, Marie. Sorry, guys. I am so I'm tired too, because I've been up since 6 o'clock doing orders and stuff, but I'm okay. I'll be fine. I'm determined. I'm going to make it. Okay. Hey, Miriam, how are you? I see Jackie and Sassy and Eartha, Iris, Linda. Hey, Peggy, Robin. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Hey, Iris, Crafty Puerto Rican, how you doing? I love the rhinestones. If you guys don't know, the Crafty Puerto Rican, her YouTube channel, awesome. Okay, she does embroidery also, but she also does rhinestones as well. I love the bling. I just, it's just not something that I want to do. I can't get into it. I have to stick to my embroidery, because that's what I want to do. I just want to do embroidery. But I mean, she does, the rhinestones, and she does them beautifully and stuff. And I'm going to be looking at her shop. She has an Etsy shop too. So I'm going to be looking, because I saw she did a Boricua sweatshirt. So I am going to see if she has it on her shop, because I want one. So Jenny, I'll be be shopping there. So hopefully you have that out there, because I really, really loved it. That shirt was gorgeous. It had Boricua, and then she even did the sleeve. The sleeve came out really, really nice. So I want that sweatshirt. And so, hey Iris, how you doing? Hey Annette, how are you? Oh, thank you, Robin. Yeah, I'm turning 55. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's like so cool. And 3 more years. It was supposed to be 2.5, okay? But HR called me, because I needed them to certify my time, because I wanted to do 30 years. And they were like, well, your summer, because I was a summer hire when I worked for the government, and they were like, nope, you gotta do 6 more months to do your 30. So I was like, 6 more months. I was like, okay, fine. So they got another 6 months. So I'm still at 3. Okay, but I'm still retiring at 2026. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's going to be close to the end of the year. So I think I may stick around for maybe just an additional 5 months. I'm not sure. But I'm getting close. I'm getting close and stuff. And I am really looking forward to that. That is for sure. But I'm happy. I hit 55. 55. Wow. 55. That's going to be cool. 55. And the next time I do, and I always think about the fives. So that means the next 5 mark would be 60, and I would have been retired by now. So that's going to be a cool one. I'm going to have to do a birthday party for that one. That's for sure. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Hey, Linda. Hey, Samantha. Annette. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, guys. Hey, Miss Max, how are you? Hey, Norma, how you doing? Yes, I am going to put her to work, Miss Max. Mom is here, and I hope she's sitting in my living room relaxing and everything like that, because once I'm done here, she ain't going to be able to relax anymore, because she's going to have to stand in front of these machines, and I'm going to be like, okay, what machine do you want to work on first? I am going to have her working now. Hey, Eartha. Oh, bought the design. I want to do the baseball for my son. These things are so popular. They really, truly are. However, there is one advice that I have for you guys. If you guys do sell these, make sure that you put in enough processing time for it, because remember, you have to take this ball apart, and I have a video on how to do this step by step. You're taking this ball apart, and then you're embroidering it, and you have to re-sew the ball back together. Okay, so this can be a process. All right, so and you want to leave some leeway time just in case you make a boo-boo while sewing it back together and stuff, or embroidering it, so yeah. But this is a big hit. It really, truly is. Everybody loves it and stuff. Hey, Nance, how are you? Let's see. Hey, Barb, how are you? From Minnesota. How you doing? Hey, Kathleen, love your videos. Oh, I'm glad you like the videos. Hey, Robin Quill. Let's see. Everybody saying hi. We have a nice group already. Hit that like button. Yes, guys. Oh, thanks, Miss Max. If you liked tonight's video, please hit the like button. I know it really wasn't like embroidery related. Well, in a way, it kind of was. But it was just something that I wanted to put out there, because I really wanted, because I figured just in case somebody else out there is feeling some kind of way, you know what I mean? I really want to uplift people's spirits. And just know you're not out there alone. And I have a Facebook group. You guys run into a snag or something like that, or you don't understand something and you need help, post it on the Facebook group. Everybody there is so nice, and everybody always tries to help each other out. Don't be afraid to do that, okay? Post it out there, because everyone's there to help each other, because that's the type of community that I kind of want us to build. And I am very conscientious of the stuff that get posted on that Facebook group also, because I don't want our Facebook group to become one of those groups where it's like all full of spam posts and all that kind of stuff. I noticed that there are a lot of people out there that are creating these spam accounts, all right? And as people come in to the group, I do check to make sure that these are legit accounts of people that want to join our group. And of course, everyone is welcome. But if I see it is a spam account, I do remove that. Sometimes 1 or 2 may sneak in, but you know how it is in life. People always show their true colors. But as soon as I see that they post some kind of spam, I do remove it, and I remove the account. So, just be conscious of that I do the best I can to try to keep the group as healthy as possible, okay, and stuff. And so don't be afraid to post out there. And if you want to post something but you're not sure, just send me a message. Just send me a message, or you can even post, hey, I need to ask a question, Jeanette, can you reach out? Not a problem. I'll reach out to you, and I'll say, hey, what's going on? And then we can go from there. So just something to just whatever. I'll lost the words. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hey, Miss Banks, how are you? I surely hope we're having the gift exchange this year too. Yes, Miss Banks, we will. We will. It is something that I am definitely going to continue, and I want to continue it on a yearly basis. Okay. I mean, I have a lot of fun with it. And what I really loved about last year was after we had the gift exchange on, after the day of the where everyone should have gotten their gifts and all that kind of stuff. Then what I did was on one of the embroidery happy hour, I got to show off my gifts and I invited people to get on camera with me to show off the gifts that they got as well. And I thought that was really, really neat. I mean, everybody showing what they got and stuff. I thought that was like so super cool. So I definitely would like to do that again. I think a lot of people like that. It was very well received. Not everyone wants to get on camera, and I totally got that, and that's cool. It's fine, um, you know, and I'm okay with that, but my thing was it's just to make it fun, and yeah, it worked out really good. I really like that and stuff. So yeah, that's my favorite coffee mug, and I use it in the morning. Oh, Marlene, I'm glad you like the coffee mug. um, Glad to hear all your suggestions. I'm glad your mom is coming to visit. Oh, thanks. I'm glad she's here too. Because let me tell you, I need some help. And I told her before she came because she said she was a little bored. So I told my mom, I said, "You're bored?" I said, "Well, then you need to come here because there's a lot of work. I got some orders to do. So believe me, she's not gonna be bored. She's I wouldn't be surprised if she calls my sister after like a week and she'd be like, "I need to go back." This lady got me working too hard. I would crack up if that was the case, and she'll probably be like, "I ain't never going back to that house again." Because yeah, I got some orders we gotta push out. So she's gonna be busy. She's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be relaxing." No, she's gonna be kind of surprised. Let's see. Oh, some people are having stormy weather. We had clouds here too and stuff, and I thought we were going to get a storm. I did hear some thunder, but I didn't see the rain come down. So I think we got kind of lucky. Maybe we'll end up getting it next year. The gift exchange sounds fun. Becky, it is fun. It is a lot of fun. And I liked it. I really like it because, and this is another reason why I do the gift exchange also. As embroiderers and also as people that do a lot of crafts, a lot of times what happens is you make gifts for other people, right? And what happens is you give the gift, but sometimes when you get gifts, there are a lot of times because sometimes your friends are not crafters as well, or they don't like to sew or something. Sometimes friends just don't have the same interest. You end up with a gift card or a store-bought gift, right? I thought that by doing the gift exchange, it's pretty cool because we all share that interest of making gifts for other people. So it would be really cool to get a handmade gift from someone. So that's one of the reasons why I liked doing it, because that I thought that would be like really cool to do and stuff. I'm always watching embroidery YouTube channels. I've learned something new. YouTube is my TV. It's mine too, Eartha. I really do. I'm a YouTuber. I love YouTube. I really do. Hey Nettie, how are you? Yep, Mello is here. Looks like my mother wore him out because now, I don't know if you guys see. Look at him. Mello, what happened to Abuela? Okay. So I guess my mom got him tired. Okay. So he's like, I ain't messing with that old lady and stuff. Yeah, for someone who's in her 80s, she's got a lot of energy. That's for sure. Let's see. Did I skip? No, I didn't. Lo cansaste. So, yep, my mom's laughing because she knows she got her tired. Look at that. She's yep. Uh-oh. There we go. She got him all over again. So now he's messing. Oh, now he's bringing the toys to grandma. All right. So let me see. Let me go down the chat a little more. This is very therapeutic for me. Yes, mental health is so important. And I have been on mental health for over 10 years. Yeah, Tammy, and that's another thing too. Is what happens is it's kind of like your own little world, like you start a project and you just want to like just finish it up and stuff. Okay, so they're kind of disturbing okay, so I can't like focus, and that's one thing with me. It's like I have to be like okay, so all right. All right, so let me see. Ma, juega con el otro cuarto. Juega con el otro cuarto. Yo no puedo controlar con oh, no, go with abuela. Go with abuela. Go ahead, go with abuela. Go with abuela. Oh. Okay. All right. They're not gonna let me focus. Okay. Oh, she took them. Okay. All right. Mel the supervisor. Yep. Jeanette, all of what you said can be applied in so many areas of life. I'm so glad to be part of your group. I learned a lot. Thank you. Oh, Nettie, thank you. I'm glad. And stuff. Today I learned something new that will profit me in the future. But today I feel like crying. I'm so disappointed in how embroidering on satin-like bridal robes. Yeah, Miss Max, those are tricky. I have a girlfriend who she graduated. It was last year for her PhD, and she got her graduation stroll, and it was satin. And she asked me to embroider it for her, and I actually went and I ordered about 10 of those stoles. I mean, I was lucky, okay, that I got it on the first try. I was very, very, very lucky. But one of the things that I did was I used 3 sheets of stabilizer, and I ran that machine so slow. Also, Miss Max, make sure that the design that you pick is not dense, okay? Because satin, the problem with satin fabric is that it's slippery. It's very, very slippery. So you have to make sure that it's down tack. I would use sticky stabilizer, okay? And then behind the sticky stabilizer, because this is how I did it. Because a lot of times people are like, how do you use sticky stabilizer in 3 times? Okay. 2 sheets of tearaway stabilizer, okay? You put that first. Then you put the sticky stabilizer on top of it. And then you hoop all 3. Then what I did was, because you don't want to get hoop burn, okay? You're going to float, you lay down the satin material on top of the sticky stabilizer. Now, the thing with that, though, is because it is very slippery material, you want to really press down on that sticky stabilizer because you want that satin material to really stick down, okay? You don't want no shifting, all right? So you want to push down on that. Then you're going to take it into your machine, and then you're going to start stitching, and you should be okay. But like I said, it depends on the design, okay? I would try to use a design that is not dense at all, because that is that can really crunch up the fabric, okay? But do not get discouraged, Miss Beck. It can be done, but just know that satin is very hard to deal with. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't embroider on that material. That is one material that I do shy away from, because by the time I was done with Aisha's graduation stole, and to me, I had bought all this extra stole because I was like, if I screw it up, I mean, this is such an important day. I mean, because she worked so hard for her doctorate degree. Okay. I mean, I I wanted her to have that scroll for her day because I knew how important it was, and to have that meant everything to her, and I just was determined not to let her down at all. Okay, I figured by the ninth scroll, if I couldn't do it, I would just say, okay, Aisha, just wear it like that. Okay, I can't do it, but she wanted that scroll embroidered. It meant a lot to her. So but I was very fortunate. I mean, before I embroidered it, I really thought it out. Like, what, I was feeling the material. I saw it was very slippery. And all I kept thinking was, how can I really make it intact so that it can take the embroidery design and I don't have the puckering and anything like that. So, Miss Max, don't feel discouraged. It is tough material. It truly, truly is. It's very, very tough to deal with that type of material. So, I mean, don't feel discouraged. It's doable. You just have to practice. And another thing, Miss Max, remember I said the word practice. Go to Joann's and buy satin material. Buy like a yard of it, and then use that satin material, okay, to practice on until you get it right. And then once you have it right, then you can take the actual product and then embroider on that. Just an idea. You know what I'm saying? That way, when you mess up, you're not messing up on the product. You're actually messing up on just a sample piece of fabric, and stuff. So just something to think about and stuff. Hey, Marnina. Hey, Miss Mickey. How are you? Hey, Linda Woods. How are you? Thank you. Hey, Debbie from New York. Hey, Janet. How are you? Thanks. Hey, Eartha. I feel that way also, Jeanette. I have a shirt embroidered that says self-care is not selfish. And no, it's not. Yeah, but you would be, Eartha, you would be really amazed at how when you tell someone that you're going to come first no matter what, they think that's a negative thing. They really are, because people are so, I don't know. I feel like some people are conditioned to think that because you put yourself first, that is considered being selfish. And I'm thinking to myself, no. What's selfish to me is for you to ask me not to put me first. That's selfish. And I say it all the time. And, and this is just, it's who I am. I've always been this way. I didn't get where I'm at by, letting people walk over me. That's for sure. I am not afraid to speak up. I have never been afraid to speak up, even running my embroidery business with customers that come, and if they're snippy, I just go, "Ooh, okay, this isn't going to work out." That's it. I'm good with it. And I'm like, okay. And if somebody is trying to, I give you a price and I know it's fair, and then you telling me, oh, I want a lower price, I say, oh, okay, that's great. I understand what you want. You're just gonna have to find it somewhere else. I'm just not, I don't do that. I'm not going to allow people to do that to me. It's just not gonna happen. You picked the wrong chick. Let's just say that. You picked the wrong one. You really truly did. I mean, I am very, very determined. I got a mouth. I'm not afraid to use it. I can be really nice, but I can be nasty too. So it's just, hey, it is what it is, right? You got to fight for what you for you and your life. I mean, you only have one. I mean, don't waste it, and don't allow somebody to tell you that you are not worth it. It's like, who the hell are you to tell me that? No, it just doesn't, it don't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way for me. That's really the bottom line. That's just how it is, you know? And, a lot of my girlfriends that have the same temperament that I have, they come first. They love themselves. And that's really what it is. It's all about loving you. And I do. I like who I am. I think I'm a fun person. I think I'm a very good person. I think I'm a giving person. And I love to enjoy every single day. Now, do I have my bad days? Absolutely, I have my bad days. Who the hell doesn't? We all do. Do I have disappointments? Absolutely. But you know what? Stuff happens. It's going to happen. It depends on how you take it in and how you react to it. That's how I see it. I mean, it is what it is, right? There's certain things you can change. They got that little saying, things you can change, and sometimes you can't change certain things. I mean, every day is a new life. You're going to make mistakes, and sometimes your embroidery is going to look great. Sometimes your embroidery is going to look like crap. Sometimes you're going to have a great customer. Sometimes you're going to have a customer that's real nasty. And the way I look at it is, hey, this is your stuff. This is your embroidery business. Okay, there is no reason for you to have a nasty customer. If a customer is nasty, it's like, oh my goodness. Okay, well, have someone else do it for you. That's all. You don't have to do it. It's just like, I don't know. I come first all the time. All the time. I like to enjoy what I do. You're not going to take that joy away from me. I'm not going to allow you to do that. It's just not going to happen. You can forget about it. It's just not going to happen. Oh, I got into a little tantrum, didn't I? Okay. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, Becky. Hey, J-Love. Jeanette, you just don't know how much I needed to hear this. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I thought that I had stopped this behavior, but sometimes I still put others first, especially family and friends. It's natural, J-Lo. I mean, J-Love. Life can be kind of tricky, especially relationships with, and the thing is, I don't know, to me, I just there's different types of relationships, right? But the thing is, you have people that are sometimes in your life for a season, then you have people that are there for a long time, then you got those that you're stuck with, family, I mean, you can't pick them, they're just there. But it is what it is, right? But to me, I just look at it as you have to look at every relationship with people and put it in perspective, right? So I'm not saying, I have some friends that, it's expectations, I guess. Like I have some friends that I know I can call once in a while, and then I have some friends that I know I can call all the time. I got some people that sometimes they I'm there for them and they're there for me. um but the thing is also is that to me, I don't know, I don't I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just wired this way. I don't know. Um, I just never really. I think I put other people first. I don't think well, like maybe I could say with my son. I don't know, but I always, even raising him, I've always put me first for the simple fact that I just look at it as when you don't take care of you, okay, you can't take care of others, because what ends up happening is you're you're not in a good mindset, or you're not good, you're not healthy, you're not in a good mindset, you're not financially stable, you're not, so you have to make sure you have to have your ducks in the row, because those people around you might be dependent on that. So I looked at it that way, like raising my son, because I was a single mom. Okay. I didn't have help. I have family, but I didn't have help. Okay. There was no checks coming in from anywhere. The only checks that came in were the ones that I earned. Okay. So, and I'm not saying that my family would not have helped me. I'm not saying that, but it was just me. It was me, Cardito, in this state. No family around the state, because I don't have family here. It's just me. It was just me and my son, and then now my husband. It was just us three. So, I didn't have like backup babysitters. I didn't have someone to pick up Carlito from daycare for me if I was running late or something. If I had to travel for my job, I had to depend on friends. I didn't, it's just and a lot of times, sometimes he came with me, he came with me. There were times when I worked nights and I would get out of work and I would pick up my son and I would, have like a little air mattress or something. And I would drive right back to the job and I would work at night and my son would spend the night on the floor. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just, you just gotta, it's funny because I sometimes think like, how the hell did I do it? Because I remember getting up at like 3 in the morning. We used to get up somewhere. I don't know how the hell we did it. I used to get up at 3 in the morning and start getting everything ready. And Carlito would be at daycare at 5:30. And then I would be at my job by 6 o'clock in the morning or 6:30 in the morning. And then after like 2 or 3, I would rush out to go pick up Carlito. And then sometimes I would be either on a plane or I would be back at the office. I mean, it was just like there was no time. It was like I was on a schedule. I mean, I was on the move. I mean, it was like it was I don't know how the hell I did it. Now, would I be able to do this now at my age? I'm like, and I was young back then, so I'm like thinking, would I be able to do it now? I don't know. I I think I would though. I think I would. If I had to, if I had a hustle, I would because I don't know. I'm just that type person. I don't think about it. I just do it. It's like something's got to get done. You just do it. You don't think about it. You don't complain about it. You just handle your business. So, it's like, but I've always put myself first and stuff. But, I don't know. It's just some people say it's selfish thinking. If it is, then okay. Then I'm selfish then, but I'm proud of it and I'm not going to apologize for it, because that's who I am. I don't know. So, oh, how are yours? Oh my goodness, Becky, you're going to ask me a question like that. Becky, I gotta show this one. Okay, how are your sewing projects coming along? And how is Mello? Well, as you can see, Mello's behind me now. He's sleeping and stuff. My sewing, let me tell you, Becky, I have not attempted that, but now that my mom's here and my mom was a sewist, so I think I'm going to pull out some of those patterns when I'm done with the orders, and I'm gonna ask her, what the hell did I do? Because I know she knows how to sew. So hopefully she can help me learn how to sew straight and stuff because I can't get it. I really, really can't get it. And so Mello is so excited to see ground. He sure is. And I got a very strong feeling that Mello is probably gonna be sleeping with my mom. I mean, I think what's gonna happen is now he's gonna start building a he's gonna be following her around. I can see it now. I can really, really see it. Such a good motivational and truth. I'm glad you guys like it. So I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna like tonight's live, because I was kind of like, I don't know. But then I was like, let me I just want to just put it out there for you guys, because the thing is, when you are starting to do embroidery, there's like so many things that can happen to discourage you, right? And I just, and it's such a great thing to do. And I just didn't want people to get discouraged, so I really wanted to put all this stuff out there. So just to I figure if I help one person out there, then it's worth it. It's kind of like when I built the YouTube channel, right? And I said, I'm just going to do the channel and I'm just going to videotape me making all this stuff. And maybe it'll help somebody out there that wants to do something like this. You never know, right? So I just looked at it as if I just get one person, excited about it, or one person to help them learn their machine better or learn how to sew better, or, well, not sew better, because don't you take no lessons from me sewing, because y'all won't be sewing straight. You guys gonna have to go to Nancy for that, okay? Because to me, it's like I can embroider, that for sure. I'm good at that. Love doing that. But when it comes to sewing, I need practice. Okay, so don't follow me yet on that. But yeah, so I don't know. I figure if I just help one person, it's kind of worth it. It's to me it is. I mean, I like doing this for fun. I actually do. And like I said, it's my way of giving back. It really truly is, you know. So I just like doing it and stuff. So yeah. Hey JK, how are you? um I tell my family don't bother me from 8 p.m. to 10. Hey Iris. And you know what's so funny? You know what's sad about this thing? This is how you guys know that I really love doing what I'm doing. I told you guys this is going to be a short embroidery happy hour, right? Okay, well we're at 9:30. I'm still talking. It's a trip, right? So I know I'm a mess. I'm a mess and stuff. Now, you know, I'm a crack up though, because I know my husband's out there probably smoking his cigars and drinking. I will fall out if I see my mom sitting next to him smoking a cigar and drinking too. That would be hilarious. I would have to take a picture of that, you know. Let's see. I understand. What a good way to start the weekend. Let me see. You're absolutely right. No cares what machine you embroidered it on. They just looking at the end. It's true, J Lo. That's why when people ask me what machine, you know, you gotta do what's right for you. You got to do what's right for you. Okay. Get the machine you're comfortable with because this is supposed to be an enjoyable experience. Okay. So don't, you know, I'm not branding Pacific or anything. These machines work for me because I started with the SC 1900. I knew the screen, I understood the screen. So it was an easier transition. Have I looked at other machines? Yes, I have. Sometimes I find that it could be a little bit of a learning curve, but I right now, honestly though, with what I have, I think I'm gonna have to make do with what I have because we are running out of space. You know, me and my husband have talked about getting maybe a bigger house. We might be moving. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to see if I can deter that. I really would prefer to stay where I'm at because I really do enjoy this house. We actually got married in this house. After we had it built, we exchanged our vows inside by the front door. So there's like a sentimental feeling in that because you know, so that's why I kind of don't want to move because we actually got married here. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I just got to get Carlito to move out. That's all. And then once I get his bedroom, then I can put more embroidery machines in there. They would be golden. That's all it is. So, but I can't force Carlito because, you know, I am not gonna leave my son on the street. So he's got one more year of college. Okay. So his lease will be up in June. So he should be graduating from college in June. But then Carlito most likely will come back here until he figures out what he's going to do, if he's going to go in the military or if he's going to get a job and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm just going to have to be more patient until he finds his way in the world. So, and it's fine. It'll work out at the end of the day. That's how I see it. Let's see. Go, Miss Jeanette. If we don't get it tonight, we never will. That is what a woman yoga told me. She couldn't believe I was afraid to cut fabric. It's true. There's lots of fabric. Oh my God. I have been like that. The fabric's so pretty. You don't want to cut it. Cut it, J-Lo. There's more pretty fabric out there. Don't worry about it. You're always going to get more fabric. You're going to get more fabric. Stuff. Let's see. Jeanette Raw. We love it. Hey, Debbie, this is an episode we should save on our own list so we can watch it and listen again. We have lost our faith. When we have lost our faith. Debbie, I'm glad you guys did like today's topic and stuff. I was afraid you probably wouldn't because because but I just wanted to just, I don't know, just share, some stuff, because a lot of times people are like, oh, because I do get this a lot, even in my job. They're like, you're so upbeat. You're like, they're like, you in that positive thing. And I'm thinking to myself, why be negative? Why? I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, you want to walk around like pissed off. I mean, and that's one thing too at the job. A lot of times people are like, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Woods, I made a mistake. You made a mistake. So what? Fix it. Big deal. Move on. We'll be fine. It's like, I don't know. I mean, that's just how I see it, we have to, I just feel like people are not taught. And to me, I say taught. It's like, it's true. We're not conditioned or taught to to really think of our mental health and how to think positively and how to really focus on what we want out of life. It's like sometimes I feel like people are kind of like not kind of deterred from going after their dreams, or just it's and sometimes I feel like, I don't know, like TV, like I said, like the news, you turn on the news, everything's so bad. And it's like, you could be you could be happy, right? Turn on the news, and then by the time the news is over, you're like, this world sucks, it's like, it's like, okay. So I don't know. I mean, it's just something, it's something that goes through my mind, and stuff. Oh, I guess my mom came out. Everybody's saying hi to mom. Get her to fill out those employment papers. She sure is. Oh, Jenny, congratulations on your 1055. That's awesome. I am going to, okay, guys. Well, I know that I have skipped a lot of your comments because I usually do like to go through the chats. But the thing is, it is 9:30, and my mom, got here, and she was actually, her plane was supposed to land at 4. She has like the worst luck with flights, because I got her a flight that was supposed to land at 4, and it was delayed by 2.5 hours. I remember the last time she came to visit me on a flight, she was delayed by 4 hours. So I was just like thinking, I was talking to my cousin Betty. I said, her luck really sucks with planes. I don't know what it is with her and planes, but if me and my mom ever go on vacation, I'll probably be like, you get on this plane because I'm going to get on the other plane, because with my luck, I'll probably be stuck with you on a delayed flight. So she always ends up on a delayed flight. So I don't know. But guys, I am going to say good night now, because I do want to spend some time with her. And like I said, I have to turn these machines on, and I'm going to put her to work actually tonight and stuff. I will talk to you guys next Friday, and I will be posting more videos as I work on more of my orders. So that way you guys can learn from some of the things that I do, okay? In case you guys are interested in doing some of this stuff as well, okay? So you guys take care. Please, whatever you do, take care of yourself. Seriously, okay? Think about some of the things that I said, because my whole thing is I really want embroidering to be a very good, positive experience for all of you guys. So thank you so much for spending your Friday with me. I really, really appreciate it. And I really do appreciate all the support that you guys give me through the channel. If you like today's video, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you know someone else out there that might enjoy this channel as well, please share it with them, okay? Because it's all about building a good, strong, solid community. And that's one of the things that I wanted to do. So anyway, guys, you guys have a great weekend, and it is my birthday weekend. So I am ready to go downstairs, spend some time with my mom, and then get her up here to start working. So that way we can have fun for my birthday. So I will talk to you later. You guys have a good night. See you. Bye.